On today's show, we're getting down and dirty with an inside look at Batman, the Telltale series.
Plus, we've got a sneak peek at more of DC's new Rebirth special, so get ready for DC All Access.
Hey guys, I'm Tiffany Smith.
And I'm Jason Inman. Tie another knot in the lasso of truth because we've got all the DC news that you need to know.
First up, Dick Grayson is back in the superhero business in Nightwing Rebirth. Dick returns to help Damian Wayne defuse some bombs in Gotham City and hatches a plan to take down the sinister Parliament of Owls halfway across the world. Swing into action with the Nightwing Rebirth special this week.
The Princess of Paradise Island gets her very own Year One story in Wonder Woman. In the first chapter, a teenage Diana yearns to discover the world beyond her home, and Steve Trevor is involved in a deadly plane crash. Find out what changes are set to rock Diana's world in this week's Wonder Woman #2.
The Wacky Racers continue their ride across a post-apocalyptic American landscape in Wacky Raceland. The racers barrel through the ruins of San Francisco, dodging dark secrets from the past and a swarm of flesh-eating nanites that are desperate for fresh meat. You can track the journey tomorrow in Wacky Raceland #2.
On the Vertigo side, the new Absolute Preacher Volume 1 collects the first 26 issues of the game-changing series. And we've got writer Garth Ennis here to tell us about some of his favorite Preacher moments.
The Saint of Killers, the character and his story, probably my favorite aspect of the book. That said, if I had to narrow it down to a single storyline, it would probably be Jesse's origin, the Angelville business with Grandma and Jody and TC. I'm looking forward to seeing that come to life.
Absolute Preacher Volume 1 is available now, so add it to your daily devotion today, and don't forget to check out Preacher Sunday nights on AMC.
If you want to boost your TV diet with some brain food, look no further than the CW hit iZombie. Seasons 1 and 2 are both out on Blu-ray and DVD today, so you have the perfect opportunity to binge on one of the funniest and sharpest zombie shows on television. Brains have never looked so delicious. Voting for the Squad Up cosplay contest from DC and Warner Brothers is officially over, and we're tallying up the ballots to find our winners. These are some of the incredible cosplayers who led the pack during the voting process. But make sure you tune into our SDCC coverage next week to find out which 11 fans made it into our squad. If you're headed down to San Diego Comic-Con yourself, make sure you check out the Suicide Squad experience at the Hard Rock Hotel.
The world's greatest detective knows no limits when it comes to starring in video games, and Batman, the Telltale series, mixes eye-popping action with a compelling narrative. For today's featured story, we're getting the lowdown on the Dark Knight's latest epic.
Well, it's all about choice and consequence. So in this case, it's about living as both Batman and Bruce Wayne and dealing with the situations that arise and like making decisions within those moments. So, obviously the Batman side of things is very much focused on action. And when you get into the Bruce Wayne side of things, then it's much more about the political drama of being this billionaire, and it's all about the choices and consequences you make.
Have you got free reign when it comes to story, or are you working within a bit of a guideline here?
So this is a brand new story. I mean, the folks at DC and Warner Brothers have been absolutely fantastic with us. They've basically given us over 75 years worth of amazing content to deal with. But they're saying, go ahead guys, tell a brand new story. So this is basically Batman at the beginning of his career, although he's kind of past the year one stage. He knows what he's doing, he's competent in his role, but this is the first time that he meets Catwoman. Jim Gordon's still a lieutenant, Harvey is still Harvey. So it's a brand new story, and I think people are going to be very surprised by some of the twists and turns that we have in there. We're definitely straying from canon quite a bit.
Speaking of Batman, he always has the best gadgets. What can we expect?
Everything. I mean, in the demo, let's see what we had. We had the grapple, we have the Batarang. There's going to be more stuff in our detective mode elements of the game, which you didn't see in today's demo, but that's going to be awesome stuff that you've never seen in a Telltale game before. So we've also hinted, obviously, at the Batmobile. It's right there. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in there, and this little thing up here, which is kind of spinning around in the corner, that's
like a Batman speaker.
That's actually a very, very cool drone. So there's all sorts of cool things in the game.
That is awesome. You were saying you're doing things in this game that you haven't yet done in a game. What are some of those things?
Well, the combat's very different from anything that you've seen before. We have this really cool combo system right now where you can actually, through successful execution of the quick time combat that we have in there, we have these amazing finishing moves that look just really fantastic and just feel really good. It makes you feel like Batman in that moment. It's all kind of really cool slow motion combat. It's just absolutely awesome. Then, as I mentioned, we've got this great detective mode stuff that you've never really seen anything like it in a Telltale game before or in any game before, and just other stuff that we haven't really announced yet, but you're going to be very excited about as a Batman.
And you can die in this, can't you?
Well, yeah, you can, but you can then you just kind of rewind and start again. So, yeah.
But there are like severe consequences.
Huge consequences, but mostly, you know, like in any Telltale game, it's all about the consequences of those people who you affect. So it's the choices that you make as both Bruce and Batman that's going to affect people around you. So you have to choose.
When can we play this game?
So episode 1 is coming in August, and we hope to have all 5 episodes available to download before the end of the year.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Panel.
Panel who?
Panel of the week.
Before we go, we've got an insanely cool phone from Samsung to give away to one lucky fan.
The Galaxy S7 Edge Injustice Edition isn't available for sale in the United States, but we got one just for you.
For your chance to win, click subscribe and then let us know down in the comments what was your favorite panel from last week's DC comic books.
Make sure you use the phrase at my DCAA entry. And guys, you've got to be a subscriber to win, so click that button.
See you guys tomorrow. Hey, you want to go prank call Superman?
Totally.